This is a pretty interesting partnership between Hamilton watches and the video game Call of Duty. That watch there is a partnership with the game. What's interesting is it's not just the watch, it's also a digital asset in the Call of Duty game. So you play with this watch in the game. Why is that so clever? Well, let's give a little bit of context here about how big the video game industry is and why it's such a business opportunity for Hamilton and for all watch brands. So the annual value of the total video game market is about $184 billion. Now, a portion of that, a decent chunk of it, 40-45% is mobile gaming, but it's still, there's a lot of gamers out there. Next column over is the entirety of the sort of high-end luxury and manual automatic watches, about 60 billion. And then that column in orange there shows you the entirety of Hollywood. So Hollywood box office revenue globally, 34 billion. And then that green column is where it gets really interesting, is Call of Duty has had $31 billion in total revenue. There are 500 plus million copies of Call of Duty have been sold over the years, and in any given month right now there's 90 to 100 million Call of Duty players. If you're trying to sell watches into new markets, for Hamilton, doing this partnership with this massive franchise within the overall video game industry, it's just a huge win for possibilities of a lot of more watch sales. If you actually judge things by opening weekend, Call of Duty sales, each game comes out typically every October, November, massively exceeds all the Harry Potter franchise movies and the Star Wars movies in terms of actual revenue. So while those franchises sell a lot of merchandise and a lot of toys and stuff, in terms of just pure box office, they're pretty comparable, and Call of Duty is significantly larger because it makes so much money selling these games on their opening weekend and through the opening sort of season. It's pretty amazing, which brings you back to the actual watch. It's a pretty nice looking field watch. I like it. I'm not huge on field watches myself, but if you're into it, you're into it. And you can think about all those 100 million gamers every month on Call of Duty, building a relationship with Hamilton, seeing this thing, makes a great Christmas gift, makes a great birthday gift. They're probably going to sell some watches off the back of that, and in these tough times for any watch brand, that's a pretty big win. You can buy the watch now. It's under $1,000 online or in Hamilton boutiques, and you can play the game and try out the watch there, I guess. Not quite the same experience, but this is pretty clever marketing. Good to see, and I'm sure there'll be other lots of video game tie-ups because the opportunity is just so obvious and so powerful. Catch you later.